So guys, MrFeedZ here, and today welcome back to another YouTube video, and in this video we're going to be going through what you have to do in order to spawn trap on NUKETOWN in Call of Duty Black Ops 4. So as we all know from the past NUKETOWN maps, you've been able to spawn trap on pretty much all of them if you got the sentries at the right places on the map or whatever. Then you can trap them in the spawn, which pretty much most of us know because of Black Ops 3, where you could spam the Ripper at the sandbox with sentries down. But the problem with this Call of Duty, as everyone knows, the spawns are possibly one of the most broken things in Call of Duty history. So you need to place all of these at the right places, otherwise spawns could flip, ruining the whole trap. But before we do go into this, please be sure to leave a like because it helps me out a lot. We're aiming for 20 likes on this video. We didn't quite hit it on the last video, so if you don't mind going over to that video after this one and drop a like on that, it'd be much appreciated. And press that red subscribe button, as we are aiming for 2K by the end of the year. It's a challenging task, but we're going to try and get as far as we can. So if you want to spawn trap on NUKETOWN, obviously use sentries. I'm going to go through the score streaks which are acceptable to use if you want to spawn trap. I'm not going to go through some of the score streaks like RCXD, Darts, or Thresher. Those are not very usable streaks unless you're in Search and Destroy, well, apart from Thresher, but the UAV is almost a must. Maybe not for everybody in the squad. The more people using UAV, the better. The same goes for counter UAV. The drone squad is very helpful, but make sure you don't push too far into the spawn when using them, unless you have people who are watching for the flip. The chopper is also really good for this, same with the sniper's nest. Do not use the mantis. That will flip spawns if you use it without controlling it. The strike team also flips the spawn, so make sure you don't run these two streaks when going for these traps. And the gunship, I can't lie, it's one of the best for spawn trapping, as you can kill them whilst they're in their spawn, and even if they do flip spawns, you can easily get them out of there because this thing is literally the most overpowered thing. And also, if you want to drop 100 plus, make sure you're running this streak. It makes it 100 times easier. Next, we have the sentry locations. I'm going to go through both sides, starting with the air flag. You want a sentry aiming at the air spawn like this, and the next sentry, you place it on the Jeep or the blue car location on Black Ops 3, aiming towards the air building, just in case they might spawn in the alleyway to the right. Finally, place the sentry on B flag, also towards the house at A for that other alleyway. On the C side, it's pretty much the same, but flipped. So you want to put the sentry on C, aiming towards the spawn at C, and have the sentry on the Jeep again, or the blue car, but at this time aiming towards the C building, and one on B again, also aimed at the C building. So the sentries can help clear them out if spawns flip, but just because these sentries are down, it doesn't mean that you can all run into their spawn like it's nothing. Otherwise the spawns will 100% flip, which leads me on to the next point, where the players need to be. So realistically, you only want 3 people max pushing into the other team's spawn so that the people spawn on them, and the other 3 people maybe at the far end of the building of the house on that flag, or watch the places where the spawns could flip, maybe the alleyways or the Jeep, because they tend to spawn in those locations if it does end up flipping. Honestly, that's it for spawn trapping on Black Ops 4. If you do end up getting an insane gameplay on this mode, be sure to link me them on Twitter saying, I don't know, #banger at MrFeedZ_YT, and I might review them on video. I'm not too sure yet, but the Twitter link is in the description if you're going to do that. Also, shout out to Mr. Deeds, who got the comment last time, which was #cheating. If you want to potentially win yourself a shout out in my next video, type in #spawntrap, and then you can potentially win yourself a shout out in my next video. But unfortunately, that is the end of today's video. If you did enjoy, please be sure to leave a like, because it helps me out a lot. If you're new around here like we see, press that red subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you don't miss an upload. Make sure you have those notifications on, man. I have a lot of class setups and other videos planned that you do not want to miss, so stay tuned for those. And we are only 13 away from 1.6k, so if any of you could help me get closer to that, it would be much appreciated. But that's all from me, and yeah, I'm MrFeedZ signing out. Peace.